I think being aware of body language is really important. Being aware of whether your gestures are open and kind of friendly, or and try to avoid being very closed and kind of judgmental looking is really, really important. And also making sure that we give young people kind of a sense of personal space, that they can choose to browse and look at the products by themselves if they like, without somebody standing really close to them which might make them feel intimidated. But also being aware of what it is that you say. So often I find it's really helpful to rehearse a little saying, just something very short, which sounds very, very friendly, that you can easily say. So if there's anything you'd like advice on, just ask us anytime. Something like that can just be really helpful, and you can kind of get used to it and practice it through every interaction you have with a young person. Sometimes as well, you don't even really need to use words. If you see that there's a young person worried and you get their attention, or through eye contact, you can just kind of suggest, everything okay, but you can kind of mouth it without actually saying it. Or just a kind of smile can help young people feel really at ease, and to know that you are going to pay them attention, you're respecting their space, and that if they want help, they can come and ask you. So that can be a really, really useful tool as well. There are broad things that pharmacists can do, linking up with local services, for instance, and on things such as the emergency contraception schemes, or chlamydia screening programs, or free condom distribution. So they could link in with local agencies. There may be a brand that indicates that the pharmacist is working with a local service, which might give a young person a great deal of confidence going to that service. But also they could have posters up explaining the services that they have a quiet, confidential space that they could talk to young people in. And also just being aware of when young people come into the premises and aware of what products they're looking at and what they're showing an interest in. Pharmacists can also be aware that they provide this very important out-of-hours service, that they are open quite often 6 or 7 days a week at times when local sexual health services just aren't open. And also they're open over Christmas and New Year and other holiday times when maybe a lot of services might be closed. So they have that important role as well. But also they can provide a kind of signposting service to sexual health services for services that they don't feel comfortable providing, or don't feel that they're able to provide. But also sexual health services can refer back to the trusted local pharmacy, knowing that they can offer this out of hours service for things like emergency contraception or condoms or chlamydia screening.